What is up, guys? It's Gage here. Welcome to your Buck Dad. And today, we're going to be talking about one of my personally favorite Bucks back in the early 2000s. Well, probably mid-2000s because he didn't get drafted. Probably should look this before I start this video, but I'm going to say 2009, 2010, somewhere around that. Been in the Bucks for like 7 years. And let's see here. 6-time Pro Bowler. He has 59.5 career sacks and 334 tackles. This dude, honestly, McCoy, he was very underrated as a player, even with these stats, man. Not like, dude, I literally got flamed the other day. I literally got flamed last week because Jerry McCoy's like, yeah, I love coming to Tampa. He just tweeted on Twitter. He should. I knew he wanted to get those rumors turned a little bit. And I got flamed. So I was like, McCoy, it'd be awesome for you to join us. I hope you sign hope you sign a 1-year deal to go to the Bucs to win a Super Bowl because you deserve it. He spent 7 years when we weren't that good. And I got flamed so hard. He's like, yeah, McCoy sucks. You know, he's been injured the last 2 years. All that. He wasn't that good when he played. He was like, he got ran through like nothing. Like he played roller skates. Guys. I'm not saying he has to be a starter depth player. That's all I'm saying. He can be a rotational player. And McCoy, I will say, towards the end of his career, he didn't do that well. I won't even sugarcoat. He didn't do that well, but overall, as a defensive player, even people were saying he's a bust. I'm like, you 6-time Pro Bowler, you call him a bust? Dude, is there him and David as the leaders of the defense for the last 10 years? Almost 10 years, guys. McCoy he's a buck, bro. He's literally like, I think he should get as much respect as David. Because him and David were the leaders on defense. And guys, back then, let me tell you something. It was rough. It was before I was a Bucs fan, but as far as I see, it was pretty bad. And I talked to a few Bucs fans, and they say back in the day it was a rough time to be a Bucs fan. It was not a popular choice as it is now, especially with Brady on the team. McCoy, like I said, in the last 3 years, he's played only 16 games or 17 games. That's pretty bad. That's why I'm saying McCoy, he obviously is past his prime as a defensive tackle, but he could be a great rotational player. And McCoy, he's a vet, he's a leader. That's why I think he'd be great for the Bucs. And Jason Litt obviously knew McCoy for a lot of years because he was with McCoy for his last 4 years as a defensive tackle for the Bucs. And 59, he has, and we have Akeem Hicks now, and Akeem Hicks only has 40 career sacks, and he's been in the league for 10 years. McCoy, he has almost 10 more career sacks than Akeem Hicks. Keep in mind, Akeem Hicks is only a few years younger than McCoy, only like 3 years younger, I would say 2 or 3, and that's a big significance, man. McCoy, remember, he hasn't really played a full season in almost 2 years. Almost 3, actually. And that's big, and especially if he's having these kind of career sacks, pretty good. Now, McCoy probably couldn't be a rotational player because obviously he is very injury prone, but I think it'd be great to have him on the field. And this is only if if he went for veteran minimum, I think Bucs might take it. Obviously, I would love him for at least to get a tryout, just to kind of open that door for him. But like McCoy is some people, it depends. Like, people personally like him, but on the professional side, they're not biggest fan of him being on the Bucs. Me personally, I would love him. I would love to have him as a Buck. If he went for cheap, veteran minimum, maybe a little lower, if that's possible. But yeah, I think cheap enough, and he got veteran minimum. I think I think they're down to give him a shot at least, or at least a tryout. Because McCoy hasn't played in a long time, and we don't even know what kind of shape he's in, or if he's even looked at the NFL, because he hasn't really been talking to anyone as far as I heard, and anything like that. And he's a free agent at the moment. He probably doesn't have a lot of suitors because of his haven't really been playing in the last 3 years. He hasn't had a full season in 3 or 4 years. So that definitely is. Should I do that? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. That's just my thoughts on it. Give him better minimum. Give him a shot or at least a tryout. Give him at least a tryout. Guys, I'm telling you, we really don't need that much. McCoy would just be a luxury at this point. Like, our receiver core is good. Our quarterback obviously is great. Offense is great. Defense is great. The only thing I would possibly want, this is a stretch, is I get more D-backs because obviously there's a lot of young guys that are still unproven. Carlton Davis is good, but the other guys, I don't know about. I have a really good feeling about McCollum and Dean. I think they're going to be great this year. But there's a lot of question marks. That's why I want to vet the defensive back, like Joe Hayden or someone like that. I would love to have. But yeah, guys, Gerald McCoy to the Bucs. Tell me you guys, because I'm a newer fan. I've been a fan for about a year. Not short time, but I'm hoping to. I'm a rookie at this point, being a fan for the Bucs. But yeah, I'm earning my stripes. I'm earning them, guys. Don't worry. But anyway, guys, so tell me your thoughts. Comment, comment. Tell me you guys' thoughts. What do you think of McCoy going to the Bucs? You think it's too late for him, or his time's up as a Buck? Yeah, let me know, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'll try to get back to you, but I'm really busy, especially starting my new job. But yeah, guys, comment, subscribe, and I hope you buck that.